Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the CALLOUS Narrates YouTube channel, specifically CALLOUS Draft League. In this case, even more specifically, CALLOUS Draft League Week 5 action. You guys already saw the drafts that I did, but if you want to go back and review those, see how we got to where we are, as always, link in the description. Also in the description, you can find a link to my Discord server. I've got a cool trivia bot, and also it gives you the best access to all of the tournaments that I host. You can come check that out. You can lurk, you can chat, whatever it is you like to do. In the meantime, let's get into this one. It is the purple team represented by DarthTyros against Tonionie playing as the Messiah 1, the team captain for the red team. Here is their best of 3 series, starting of course with game 1. Tyros is on the bottom, Dawn is on the top. Gyarados and Jinx both could threaten each other. Jinx is faster, goes for sub, gets insta-popped. See if a lovely kiss happens here. It does, but it misses. And Jinx is no more, so I would agree with that method. I would say the single best way to deal with Jinx, generally speaking, is by avoiding lovely kiss. It works like a charm. We now have Raikou checked by Meganium. Have not seen a lot of Meganium picked, and when it does get picked, don't know that we've seen it played. I haven't watched every single replay in this tournament because there's just too many of them, but this is the first instance of Meganium that I can recall seeing. I love me some Lapras, though. If you have at all paid attention to me chatting about this tier in the Discord server or making a tier list or whatnot, I definitely like Lapras. Now, granted, I like it better with Spikes because I think it forces a lot of switches, but we'll see how it does in this without Spikes. Right now, Gengar is busy being eaten by Houndoom, but he's going to try to take him down. Yeah, D-Bond is in fact a fine answer to the viable pursuit users, of which there are a few in this format. Rock Slide there, a ton, but doesn't crit or flinch, which as it turns out would have been necessary. And then Hidden Power, obviously Ice, is going to take down the Mince. Dougie here is going to, Regirock, even though it's weak to Earthquake, has such high defense that it takes that very comfortably. Fairly fast moving here. We're down to just a 3v3 on turn 16 as Meganium comes in to check the Zapdos. Toxic and Hidden Power. Not clear which Hidden Power that is. Ice, perhaps. BP to not die. And it is Leech Seed now. But Lapras obviously has the ability to click Stab Ice Beam. It can also learn Thunderbolt, which might make Gyarados' life difficult. Protect is a very strange choice when you're Leech Seeded. That doesn't seem super worthwhile to me, but that's what he did. Raikou should scare Gyarados out, and it does. And Meganium comes in, but it's still poisoned from before, so Raikou, in theory, could substitute stall it out here. Meganium's got EQ, fair enough. I think I would have stuck that out a little bit longer there, at least another turn or two, but I guess the Lapras switch is okay. Last poke Wheezing now revealed for Tyros, but Dawn actually doubled back to Raikou here. Here comes Meganium again as a Calm Mind comes down. I would certainly not be switching now. I'd click Substitute personally. I don't know that I love the Thunderbolt in exchange for EQ there. That just gives Tyros the ability to crit him and kill him, whereas I think that Dawn can win this a lot of the time if he just doesn't let himself get crit. In fact, I think the Raikou should clean this up at this point. So yeah, I don't think he needed to give his opponent the opportunity to crit him there, but minor boo-boo aside, I think that Raikou is enough now. And there it is. Wheezing goes down to the +1 T-Bolt since it has such bad special defense and might not have been invested in that stat at all. And then obviously the Gyarados is not going to survive a +1 Raikou Thunderbolt. So game 1 to Dawn Tonionie of the red team. The last place red team. Not by a mile anymore. They have made a little bit of a comeback in the latter parts of this, but yeah, they They can use any point that they can get going into the final week next week. Alrighty, DarthTyros, Tonionie, game 2. Players in the same positions. Here we go. This time it is a Metacham lead and a 4-8 respectively. They both stay in for a bulk up and a spike. Might get boomed on. Does get boomed on, but because of the second bulk up, he's going to barely survive that. If it were a Endure reversal set, Don might just get swept, but it's not, and Hidden Power takes him out. Leaves us in a quick 5-5 situation as our Maldo comes in to try to check Snorlax, who curses up. Knockoff gets rid of lefties. That's certainly a good starting point, but a surprise Rock Slide from Tyros. There you go. That's a pretty cool tech. I can't say I've seen much of that in my days, and when you're hoping the Armaldo is on the other side, that would be a great move. And there you go. Armaldo no longer a tar counter. A Rock Slide and an EQ later, and down it goes. I said tar, I meant Armaldo, and I meant Lax, but you know what I meant. Hydro Pump crit and Body Slam. However, as Hydro Pump crits, Hydro Pump also misses, and that's what happens here. So, Tyros with a pretty hefty lead in this one. Donphan comes in trying to come in on a T-Bolt successfully, but we already know Jolteon has some kind of hidden power. Not going to use it. BP to Regice, EQ, sure, takes it okay at 40%, not great. This game does have sand, so the damage on Regice matters. Any attack will do. Ice Beam, sure, no more Lax. And Skarm comes into something that he knows has Thunderbolt, which is a little weird. But there you go. Toxic is avoided. And apparently now he's not going to get another chance because he gets taunted. Dusclops is going to be the answer. I don't know about that. I would have gone to Donphan probably. But alright, Dusclops it is. That is also going to get taunted. Preventing a pain split here. EQ, leaving him at 30%. And he gets S-Toss back, but the next EQ with the sand certainly will kill him. Going to go for Rock Slide, which does just slightly more because of Stab. And down goes Dusclops in what is now a 3-3 game. Last poke Ludicolo revealed. Rock Slide big. And he doesn't go for Rain Dance. It's just immediate Hydro Pump. Fair enough. So a crit, a flinch, or a miss would have probably killed the Ludicolo and left Tyros in a bad place, but he manages to avoid all of those things that could have happened and take out the T-Tar. Now leaving us in a 2-2. Jolteon goes for Hidden Power. Donphan obviously with some special defense investment. Earthquake is a kill. And now it is Regice against the world. Earthquake is tanked. And Ice Beam takes out Donphan, so fair enough. Skarmory against a Regice that almost certainly has T-Bolt. But it does not matter because he is outsped and killed by the Drill Peck. Therefore, DarthTyros wins this one and sends us to a forced Game 3. Which is right here. Winner take all. Tyros for the purple team, Dawn for the red team. I predicted Dawn to win post-draft. Let's see how I do. Typhlosion. Don't know about that guy, but he certainly scares Glalie away, so there's that. And Sunny Day coming down now, which even with the water reduction will not keep him alive through a Hydro Pump. So a bad start for Tyros here, getting basically no value out of that Typhlosion. Glalie finds himself burnt now, but like, who cares? And here comes a CM. This also might just result in a boom. Granted, a reduced boom because of the burn. But nope, doesn't even get that far. Psychic takes it out. So we've got a quick game yet again. 5-5. And how's Aerodactyl as a normal resist? Still takes 66% from the Tauros double edge here. And he's quickly in Leechy range. So here comes the counterattack. Rock Slide there. Got to be met with Registeel. Protect for lefties. EQ, I mean, hadn't seen it before, but we knew it was there. 61%, well short of what would have been necessary without a crit. And T-Wave, or sorry, S-Toss is going to take him out, but he probably has T-Wave. I'm getting ahead of myself. I think he's going to T-Wave this turn is what I was getting at. Just kidding, he booms. Fair enough. Leaves us in a 4-3 situation. Dawn with the advantage. Milotic on Tauros. Fair enough. A fast Milotic. Milotic faster than Tauros there. That's pretty funky. And there's more value with Miracle. Tyros is getting funky. Hydro Pump finally misses, but this thing must literally be max speed. 287. And even then, I mean, how slow is your damn Tauros if the Milo's faster at 287? But that is a full-on offensive Milo, it looks like. And it got a lot of value between the fast Hydro Pump, the unexpected Mirror Coat. Tyros getting cute, getting techie, without a doubt. So there is Heracross, very, very set up now. Got SD, got a Salic boost, got a reversal. That's got to be the game, right? Milo can't do anything here. It's just going to get reversaled. And yeah, end a concession without even showing the last poke. We have seen quite a bit of this in this format, whether it is Blaziken with reversal, whether it is the flavor of the month, Flail Gyarados, or here, reversal Heracross. But in a format where one game at most, often 0 games, are going to have sand, reversal strategies are deadly. And people are not yet respecting them enough. I don't know if they think that they can play around them, or they're not consistent enough, or something like that, but people are not opting to bring, I mean, Extreme Speed and Mach Punch being a little more one-off, but like, a lot of things learn Quick Attack, but people aren't doing it, and they are paying the price. Heracross going to clean this up handily, and it is a 2-1 match victory for Don Tonioni, adding to the score of the red team. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I thank you for being here. Please do hit that like button, and I will see you guys in the next video.